I've been thinking, why is it that some goals come true and some don't? Like, if you go through YouTube now or you go through any goal setting books, there are so many techniques. But not all of these techniques works all of the time. Is there a magical formula for setting goals? Are there things that if you do these things, your goals aren't going to come true? Come to think of it, this is year 2023. I still have some unfulfilled goals in 2022, and this 2023, it just has to be better. What can I do to help myself achieve 95 or more percent of the goals I set this year? And are there secrets to goal settings? These and more we're discussing today on this live stream. Before we dive into it, let's take this break. Welcome, glad to have you here. I'd like to ask you a question. How many times have you set a goal and didn't come true? Can you count? I counted over 10 times. And having set a goal and not achieved this goal, it makes one feel as if, it's like this goal setting things doesn't work. Like, am I wasting my time? Is it really a proven thing to set goals? Success you see in life is not accidental. Think of anything. Think of becoming a doctor. Yeah, that's perfect. Becoming a doctor or becoming an engineer or becoming a lawyer. You can't just wake up today and go to bar tomorrow and you're a lawyer. No. First, it takes some time. And second, the act is always preceded by the goal. The act is always preceded by the desire. Think of goal setting that way too. So as you're looking at your goal, like, I really like to have RS 350. Oh, this is too big. Oh, I really want to make $1,000 online, but it's too small for me. I want something better that can energize me and gear me up. None of this goal is really big or small, unless and until you compare it with something else. Unless and until you compare it with your past. Unless and until you compare it with your current state. So let's take this example. There's Adam and Nancy. Adam being a 25 years old guy and he works as a shop attendant. He's been dabbling in and out because he's a graphic designer. As I told you the story in 2 videos earlier, he dabbles into network marketing too. He just wants to get his income up. So he doesn't really make much money right now online. He makes sparingly through contacts. And on the other hand, Nancy is a school. On the other hand, Nancy is an undergraduate, an artist, and also does this makeup thing. She's used to receiving large amounts of money, like 200, 300,000 in a month, in a weekend, from just 2 to 3 makeup gigs. So it's easier for Nancy to believe this goal of $1,000 and work towards it than it is for Adam to believe this goal of $1,000, work towards it, and achieve it. So as we're setting the goal, we need to really have that in mind. The law of relativity. No goal is big or small unless you compare it to something else. As you're setting the goal, if the goal is too big in your mind and you feel like, will I achieve it? Set a goal that is a little bit smaller that you can at least focus on, achieve that, then move forward towards it. There's this second element which also comes from Proctor, is the law of gestation. Every goal has a gestation period. This gestation period means that if you set a goal today, the goal is not going to be achieved today. It will take a little period of time. For some people, their goal will take a month. Some people, 1 year. Some people, 5 years. Some people, more than that. It really depends on how big or how small the goal is relative to who they are right now and their current circumstances. While you're thinking about this natural law of gesticulation that Proctor talked about, you also have to consider that each goal has different gestation period for each individual. Let's think about this. This year, 2023, you really want to have a son. If your seed is not planted by July, no way you're going to have a son this 2023. So As we set the goals, it's also important we'll know that there are some things we need to do towards it. The goal has a gestation period and some effort we need to put in towards the realization of that goal. And we need to start putting effort as soon as possible. Yes, if you've been enjoying the stream so far, I'd like you to like this video and of course, subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Welcome back. Talking about dreams and why some of your big dreams have not manifested. It's important we understand two things that Proctor talked about. First being the law of relativity. Nothing is that big or small until you compare it to something else. And second being the law of gestation. Every goal, every seed has its own gestation period. And of course, the third thing you already know, there is a need for you to put in some active step towards it. Let's take a real life example. I would like to mention this person's name, but this person has this goal of having a car, a particular car, Lexus RX 350, as his first car, which is fine. He's gone ahead to pick the color, started feeling how good will it feel when I have this goal. You know what I'm talking about. However, it's been 2 years now. The person has neither gotten the RX 350 and has neither gotten any car to start with. Let's look at this and see why has this goal not manifested. First, in his mind, the goal is big. Because right now, how much the car he wants, the car of his dream, sells at is such an astronomical amount that he knows he can't make that money in 2-3 years. So it's really much like a wish in his mind. It would have been better for him to look for a smaller goal. Maybe say, okay, I want to get a car first. I want to get a license. No, I want to learn how to drive a Lexus. I want to get a new Lexus first. To use the law of gestation, knowing that it's going to take time. And of course, this goal in relation to where he's at is big. To kind of close the gap by bringing something, by going for something, by going for a lower goal, still in that direction that will help him believe, reduce how big the goal is, and of course, reduce the gestation period for the goal. I've been your host, Akeem Adebisi. If you've not subscribed to this channel, now is the time to subscribe. You've been watching this channel and you've been enjoying the lessons. Come on, don't be stingy. Share this channel, share these episodes with your friends. Let's all grow together. I've been your host, Akeem Adebisi. As always, I believe there are no obstacles to your greatness, but the obstacles you set for yourself. Is success all about hard work? Check out this video and let me know what you think. Until next week, have a great day. Bye-bye.